On today's episode of Pathmonk Presents, I have a very special guest with me joining today. Please welcome Hanna-Louise. And she is the marketing director for Klimator. So for all of you who don't know, they are a Swedish software company, and they have over 30 years of research background in applied road climate technology. So Hanna, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm super excited to learn more about you, all the great things you're doing in the company, and overall just seeing where the conversation goes. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me all the way from Sweden here.
Yeah, I am super excited. I love Sweden, by the way. Like Malmö and Gothenburg are some of my favorites. I know it's not the entire country, but I know there's so many other beautiful places to see in Sweden.
It is absolutely a long country, but we are actually in Gothenburg, so that's nice to hear that you like Gothenburg.
Yeah, absolutely. So for all of our listeners out there, tell us, what does Klimator do? Give us an insight.
Klimator, we are providing detective and predictive road weather data. So we have applications that combine machine learning, rule-based algorithms, and like big data, a lot of data that fit in.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for giving us an insight. Now, as for your clients, who are your clients? Do you tend to focus on specific industries, or do you cater to all industries?
We have two main business areas. It's automotive and it is the winter road maintenance industry. So for the winter maintenance, it is actually for municipalities and contractors that do a lot of work on roads during winter. We have an application where they can log in and they can see exactly where it's going to be slippery and when. So then they can plan the route for the next morning, so they can see where they need to be a lot of salt or not that much salt. So they know exactly where to put in the most actions. And that way can give us safer roads, save lives, and also for the environment that you use less salt, of course.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Then the other one is the automotive industry. It is a good information to have as a driver to be able to see the road conditions. But even more when we have autonomous cars, autonomous vehicles, they read the speed limit signs. So if it says go in 70, our data can then tell the car like, okay, but now it is slippery here, so you need to slow down. So really good data to have in the autonomous cars in the future.
Yeah, definitely. I want that software for here in Spain.
Exactly, me as well. Amazing. I want it in my car. Please, can I have it now? So exactly. Yeah, so that is the main two business areas. We then also do some research projects for airports and railways to be able to see if that data can help out there as well.
Well, that's incredible. And I think it's really great, like, with being able to provide this data for, the industries that you're serving. So now, as for your clients, how do they typically find you? Would you say it's digital marketing? Is it inbound? Is it outbound? Is it SEO/content, or is it mixed of a lot of things currently?
I think it's a mix of a lot of things. For the automotive industry, we are actually in a startup phase. So then we are trying out a lot of different things, but you can also see that contacts and like meeting up in fairs, it's still really important. I know like during the pandemic, we had almost nothing else but digital, of course, but now we can actually see how important it is to be able to actually talk face to face. So we're doing some fairs in Sweden locally, and also, of course, in US because of the automotive industry presence there. But digital marketing is, of course, still something I believe most in. So we have been trying around a little bit with campaigns and a lot of different strategies in digital. But I think digital is absolutely so important.
Yeah, definitely. And I agree with you. So now I want to switch gears here, and I want to talk about the website. So in your own words, what would you say are the strengths of your company's website? And then where are there opportunities for room for improvement as well?
Oh, big question. We just launched a new website in November.
Oh, sweet. That's exciting.
Yeah, it actually is quite new. So that's why I'm really happy we did that, because the old one was really static and not used in the correct way. So I'm really happy. But also when you put up a new website, there's so many more things you want to do, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but we actually focused on content here. So we did a part on the web page where you can find a lot of content and information. But for improvements, SEO, we absolutely need to work more with that. And also with the call to action, we need to know where our customers are in the process, what they are interested in. So yeah, call to actions, like be more interactive on the page.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. And I understand where, with websites, it's always a never ending, mountain where it's like, okay, we launched a new website, which is amazing. Now it's like, okay, let's get into the weeds. Let's see what small little details can we improve on to be able to optimize, connect more with our customers, and influence them throughout the customer journey as well. So
exactly, we're still learning to see what pages they visit and what pages we actually could take down, I think, again.
Yeah, absolutely. So now we're going to switch gears here. I want to hear about you as a leader. So with being the marketing director, what does a normal day look like for you?
Oh my God, they never look the same, I think. It is a small company, as I said, so I have a lot of interns all the time, because I think that is a really good way to get new knowledge, what's out there, what's happening in the marketing world. But so we are like a small team, so that's why often it starts with going on LinkedIn. That's my morning coffee procedure. LinkedIn, and then it is a lot of content work, of course, and planning fairs. So it can be high and low, and I need to do like everything. So a lot of publishing on a website, the LinkedIn, maybe write an article, then planning a fair. So it's high and low.
Yeah, definitely. No. And I completely understand, especially too with being a small company, you have to be able to shift to different tasks depending on the deadlines and being agile, and how can we be able to get these tasks done and support our team with making sure we reach our goals for the week or goals for the month. So I completely understand.
And to be able to prioritize is actually the most challenging, I think, when you are like a small team. You need to prioritize. We cannot be in all the social media channels because we don't have the resources. We need to focus and then to choose where to put the most effort. That's the most challenging thing, I think.
Definitely, I agree with you. So now we're getting close to the end of our interview, and I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions. Are you ready? Yes,
I'm ready. I think
you are. You got this. So, what is the last book that you read?
The last book. Oh my God, it's actually with sustainable communication. Because I'm studying on the side sustainability for communication. So that is the last book. It's not a novel. I know it's not that, but it's really interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I've heard a lot of people recommend this book, actually, Sustainable Communication. And I've heard a lot of people say it's helped them within their, professional career, especially with where today in our, global like economy, a lot of people are trying to find ways to become more sustainable. Like, how can we be able to implement this from the top, with like from the top of the company, and have it come all the way down, the ladder. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
definitely. Now, my next question is, if there were no boundaries in technology, you could do whatever you wanted. What would be the one thing that you would love to have fixed in your current position?
If technology was no boundaries?
Yes.
So you mean like a boring task that I would like to be handled, or?
Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, let's say if there was an AI tool that could answer all of your emails for you.
Oh yeah, that would be great as well.
Yeah.
That would be great as well.
Yeah.
No, but I think like I have been putting a lot of time on images, on pictures, like resizing, new format, converting formats, converting sizes, a lot of image work that I would like to just have done like
Yes.
that. That
Exactly,
would
where
be
it's
great.
like, okay,
One,
it's done.
just, oh, that would be great, because I'm like converting and converting and converting and converting and like reducing size and up.
Oh,
Yeah, it's that work is it's not my it's not what I want to spend my days.
No, I understand, especially, when you are converting and then having to reduce it, you need to make sure that the image quality is still the same. And then if it's not, you have to figure out, okay, why does the image quality look horrible now compared to the original? It's a nightmare. I understand. Yes. Now, what is the one piece of advice that you would give yourself if you could go back and restart your career?
Believe in yourself and your ideas. Don't be afraid to test them and experience. Because it's like you can listen to so many others, what they think, because everybody has an opinion on marketing, as we know, like everybody in the company has an opinion. So believe in yourself, test out, and regarding content, go out, just interview all the people in the company, because you can, like, people have been in production for 30 years. They have so many stories, so much content for you. Like, you don't have to do any on your own for a year. You have just go out there, talk to everybody in the company, and you will get so much content for free that you can use.
No, absolutely. Any position that I've had so far in my career, I've made an effort to have one-on-ones with not only all of my team members, but with other managers. And you said it so perfectly. Because you will learn so much from them, and it'll help you with your onboarding process and understanding what the company does at a much quicker rate as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. So now we're at the end of our interview today. And I want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us on Pathmonk Presents. But I also want to give you the last word. If anyone were to forget about everything we've talked about today in this interview, what is the one thing you want them to remember about your company overall?
About Klimator?
Yes.
It is a company for the future that is, we will need this data absolutely to be able to save the environment, get safer roads, and of course for the autonomous car in the future. That is, this is an innovative future company.
Yeah, definitely. Amazing. Thank you so much again, Hanna. It was a real pleasure learning more about you. Yes, absolutely. And
thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you again.
Really good interview from you as well.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. And for all of our listeners out there, check us out next week on Pathmonk Presents.